What's up, y'all? It's Sports Kid back with another college football offseason review, schedule preview, and record prediction, all in one video. Today we're doing Boston College. Oh boy, Boston College. So last season the Eagles had a record of 3-9. Wow, and you still had first round pick. Currently the 2023 season odds for Boston College are. There is an over/under of 5.5. So betting people hoping that Boston College gets better a little bit. Their recruiting class was 57th in the country, bottom or close to the bottom of the ACC. Transfer rank was 44th. All of their commits were 3 stars. 17. All of their transfers were 3 stars, and they had 9 of them. Their top commits are Jaden Skeet. I believe that's how you say that. He is from Massachusetts. He plays wide receiver and is ranked at close to 600 in the country. Top 100 wide receiver and a top 10 player from the state of Massachusetts. He is their top recruit. Not that he's bad, but you as an organization, you'd hope for someone ranked higher than that. The second best player is a running back, Detrell Jones. He is from the same high school as Jaden Skeet, 5'9", 175, and is 609th nationally, top 50 running back in the country, and 8th player in the state. Both these kids from the same high school. I assume they're buddies. They both play offense, wide receiver, and running back. So, both going to be Boston College Eagles. I think they're already enrolled. So yeah. In terms of transfers, there were 9. All of them 3 stars. They only lost 3 players in the transfer portal. So, that's good. They did what I believe is their top player, Ryan O'Keefe. He is a grad transfer from UCF. He will not replace Zay Flowers in terms of how good he is. Honestly, I never watched Zay Flowers play, but I know that Ryan O'Keefe probably won't be as good as Zay Flowers. Plays wide receiver, 5'10", 165. Again, he's a grad transfer. He is from Texas. This would be his last year as a prospect. He was a cornerback, 3-star cornerback, top 200 cornerback in the country, and 228th in the state of Texas. Now, as a transfer, he plays wide receiver, and he is the 218th best player in the portal this year, and a top 50 wide receiver in the portal. Stars didn't go up. His rating did, so that's good. Also, switch positions. That's pretty much it for the offseason. 2 players went to the draft. I assume there were a lot of kids that graduated. I don't know. This is what we all really wanted to talk about, the Boston College football schedule. You have it week by week at the bottom. I'm giving them a B- for schedule difficulty. Let me just show you why. So we have NIU. I think Boston College will win that. Hopefully with ease. Same thing with Holy Cross. They're FCS. They did go to the playoffs last year, but I still think Boston College will win that. If they're, well, I'm not even gonna say it. B- right now schedule. Next, there's Florida State, and Boston College is not going to beat Florida State. I have FSU as a top team in the ACC, and they brought in a really good transfer class, and I don't see Boston College beating them. Schedule difficulty is still a B-. FSU really holding this whole schedule up. Without them, they'd probably be a C. Next is Louisville on the road. I think I would favor Louisville to win this because it is on the road, but I don't know too much about the Louisville football program. Um, I'll get to it to talk to making a video on Louisville. Um, I say Boston College probably right now has a 35% chance of winning, so not great, just a number I literally made up on the spot, but I think Louisville will win that. Next is Virginia. I could see this as a flip-flop. Whoever last drive, whatever. 50-50, maybe 60-40. I don't know. I think it's close to 50-50. It is being played at Boston College. So, yeah. We're halfway through the schedule. This game for this week is at Army. So, it is an out-of-conference game. The Army's fine. They're decent, I guess. I don't think they'll go to a bowl game, but it's on the road for Boston College. I think that's another sort of 50-50 game. Maybe, well, probably 60-40 in Boston College favor. I don't think Army's going to be great. Yeah, if Boston College can't defend the run, then Army just walks all over them. That's pretty much how I see that. That's how I see basically all games versus Army. So we are halfway through the season, and this is not a strong schedule. We have 2 non-Power 5 schools, well, 3 actually. Then we have Louisville, UVA, and then Florida State, who will actually be good. Schedule gets a little bit better from here. At Georgia Tech is the next game. I'm throwing that again in the 60-40 category, 40-60 on the road. I think Georgia Tech will improve this year. I don't know how much. Right now, I'm thinking 60-40 in Georgia Tech's favor. Could go either way. I think Tech should win that game. It is in Atlanta. Yeah. I was taking a look at the Boston College recruiting classes from the past couple years, and they've had one class in the top 6, I think, in the ACC. So, nothing tells me that they're going to be good. I went back to the 2020 season in that recruiting class, all the way up to the class I just talked about at the beginning, and it's been pretty consistently in the bottom of the ACC. So really, nothing tells me that they're going to be any good, or they will improve at least. Had a lot of guys come in through the transfer portal. Had only a handful of guys leave. I think 3 transferred out, and 2 got drafted. So, yeah, I don't see them improving. The next game is versus UConn. Now, UConn is improving. I made a video about UConn, and then UConn started winning a lot of games last year. They did beat Boston College last year. That's right. Boston College lost to UConn. I just give that a second to sink in. It's a home game. I think Boston College on paper should win, but the UConn won last year. UConn is improving as a program. I say 6-6 from UConn maybe. So I don't know. I think Boston College should win again, but UConn might be able to make it a close game. Next game, for the rest of the schedule, it will be all ACC schools. Next game is at Syracuse. I'm putting that right back in the same middle category. 40%, 60% on the road again at the Carrier Dome. It's not the Carrier Dome anymore. It's like the JMX. Dome. I don't know. It's the Carrier Dome, to be honest. At Syracuse. Syracuse was good for the first half of last year, and then they fell off. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to see Syracuse right now. I don't think they'll be fantastic. I don't think they'll be a top 25 team. The only team that I could see as a top 25 team on the schedule is Florida State, maybe Miami. We'll talk about Miami in a minute. So Syracuse going right back in that central middle category. I don't see it being a blowout on either side. Um, Maybe a 10-point game. Right now I'm gonna say 60-40 Syracuse favor. Um, yeah. Next game is Virginia Tech. I have this as a home. Well, it is a home game. I have this in the same category as Louisville. Um, Probably another 35% win chance for Boston College. 35-65. I don't see it happening. Virginia Tech will probably be a pretty mid team in the ACC. Maybe top six, 6 of 14 at best, I think. So really, they'll be fine, maybe, hopefully, for their sake. But I don't see Boston College winning that game. I feel like I'm saying that a lot. But really, I don't think there's going to be much improvement from last year. And last year, they only won 3 games. Next will be at Pittsburgh. I'm putting this in the same category. Probably 75-25 in Pitt's favor. Pitt hasn't gotten much worse. They lost Kenny Pickett, and I think they won 7 games last year. Only improvement right now, probably for Pitt. Have to look deeper into that. But right now, I see only improvement for the Panthers, and I don't from Boston College, and it's also on the road. 75-25 in Pitt's favor is how I see that. The final game is Miami at home, and I'm putting that in the same category as Pitt and Virginia Tech. I think Miami could be a 9-win team, maybe 8. 8-4 is probably my bet right now for Miami. Haven't taken a deep look at their schedule in offseason, but at home on the road for Miami, late in the season, I could see either team really looking for bowl eligibility. Miami probably already secures it by this point, but Boston College could be looking for bowl eligibility in this game. I think they could make it close. I want to say 60-40 in Miami's favor, but I'm going to say 65-35 in Miami's favor. Yeah. So my projected that's why the schedule is a B minus. We have 4 group of 5 or FCS schools, and pretty much most of the bottom of the barrel ACC schools, except for Pitt and Florida State, maybe Miami this year, possibly Virginia Tech, but none of them will be like at the top of the ACC and the top 2 in their division, except for Florida State. Although FSU might be a little overhyped, I don't know. Again, have to when we get there, I'll make my video on FSU. So that's why it's a B minus. If they played in the other ACC division, I'd probably give it a B, maybe B plus, but they play in the bad one. So my projected record is going to be 5-7. I definitely think they beat NIU and Holy Cross. They definitely should. Should also beat UConn. I think they could beat Army, could beat UVA, could pull off one of these wins over Syracuse or Georgia Tech. They might be able to win one of these 4 games. So 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. I say 6-6 at most. I could see 4-8. I could see 3-9 again. Um, yeah, 5-7 feels good. I could see them fighting for bowl eligibility. Um, yeah, as long as they don't lose one of these top 3 games to NIU, Holy Cross, or UConn. As long as they go 3-0 there, I think they'll make it to 5-7. If you disagree, please comment below. Tell me why. Explain, please. Because don't just like tell me something. I'm not like an avid Boston College fan. I don't know everything about the program, so I definitely could be getting stuff wrong. If I'm right, let me know I'm right. So, um, so I know how Boston College is or something. I don't know. Just comment if you're a BC fan. Anyway, that is all for this video, and until the next one, peace.